That's it. That's the intro. Yo, what is up, guys? Butter something here. Today, we're going to be talking about what we can expect in tomorrow's podcast. I know that you guys are definitely excited, just as excited as I am. We don't necessarily know what this podcast is going to be, but we do know that it takes place at 2100 Moscow time, 10 a.m. PST, which is technically, I want to say 7 a.m. EST, if I am correct. But that being said, I do want to go over with you guys just some of the things that I believe will probably be talked about in this podcast, minus obviously the, state of the game and some bugs that they know that they need to fix. So just to kind of start us off here, let's go ahead and start off with weapons. We still have not seen the UMP-45 implemented, and I believe that we will probably most likely see some attachments for this, as well as maybe some gunplay for this weapon. I do have two screenshots here. As you guys can see, these are actually taken directly off the Twitter from Battlestate Games. So that being said, you will be able to find all these screenshots on their Twitter, and you'll definitely be able to go kind of through a backlog of what they've posted, what's kind of not in the game, so on and so forth. But these are definitely some things that I think will be in the talk tomorrow on the 5th of November. These are just some of the weapons. We're definitely going to be talking about the Chris Vector. I don't care if they don't show it. I'm going to be super disappointed because of how much detail this weapon already has on it compared to the UMP-45. You can kind of see, it's, all black, not really highly detailed or anything like that. But this seems to have attachments for it, so on and so forth. And that would really, kind of makes me think that we're going to see this tomorrow. And I don't necessarily remember what this sniper is. I want to say it's either a variant of the M700 or a different marksman rifle. I forgot what they said this was because I'm like 120% not saying it's the M700. Maybe it's like an R700 or something like that. I forget exactly what it is, but I do feel like we would probably see gameplay for this. If you guys know what it is, definitely leave a comment below and correct me, and definitely make sure to call me an idiot. Next, I believe that we may be getting a sneak peek on maybe the armor plate system. This is kind of similar to Call of Duty, except I don't believe you would be able to replace these while in raid, I believe. These will actually be replaced out of raid. And I want to say that I'm wrong on that as well. But that being said, I don't believe there's been any confirmation of us being able to replace these while in raid. Next, I want to talk about some of the clothing items that we haven't seen yet. This headdress we definitely haven't seen, and this will count as a balaclava when we get it. I want to say that maybe this is going to be like a cultist item, but I'm not 100% about that. Streets. And everything after this is going to be a huge maybe on what we're going to see. But I want to say that we're going to get another Streets teaser. And the reason that I'm saying this is because we haven't seen anything on Streets since the beginning of this wipe and the end of last wipe. So this is just a single screenshot of kind of what they've been working on. This is very, Polygon-esque. This is, in-engine kind of what they're working on and what they're kind of building up, kind of a prototype. But they also have a whole bunch of concept art on their Twitter, and I definitely recommend you guys check this out. I'm also going to leave a video up here above me that you guys will be able to click, and that's kind of the trailer that they've provided for Streets of Tarkov, as well as a breakdown that I give of that trailer. And one big part of that trailer is that you see him kick through a door. I want to say that they are definitely going to be implementing, busting doors or breaching doors with your feet a lot more. So everything after this is definitely 100% speculation. I mean, the whole video here is kind of speculation on what we're going to see. But this right here, I want to say anything after this, I don't believe that we're going to see a lot of it. But if we do, it would be awesome. So this right here, again, is more Streets. We definitely have a few screenshots here. But these right here, this next one, this is technically speaking one of the first thermals, I believe, which is a Russian thermal. That being said, I don't know if we're going to really be able to see that in the game, and I don't know if this is something that they've completed, but I know this is something that they are working on, and I believe, if I remember correctly, this is just a scope. This isn't any type of night vision or anything like that. Another thing that I have here, and I don't believe we're going to see this, I believe that this is going to be on Streets of Tarkov, is probably going to be these airdrops. I know that they said that they're going to come to reserve and everything like that, but for the most part, I believe that we're not going to hear anything about this until 0.13. So for the most part, I can pretty much guarantee that we're not going to hear anything about this until we're closer to wipe. Now, 110%, we're never going to hear about cultists. You guys know this. I know this. Nikita's already said that you are not going to enjoy this game at all. We don't want you to enjoy it. No, we enjoy it. Obviously, we're playing it. It's something that for us, the punishing and the reward that we get for getting out of raid with a lot of stuff is definitely awesome. But the stress that we get while we're in game is definitely a feeling that we do enjoy in the game. But they did say that cultists, we're not going to know when they're going to come. I've already made a video about the cultists, and you can see that, and I'll link it above. But with that, Nikita said, we're not going to tell you. We're just going to add them. But I do want to say at some point in time, we're probably going to receive more information on these guys. But again, I do believe that'll be closer to the 0.13. Lastly, just to kind of close it off here, I don't believe we're going to hear anything about wipe. And if we do hear anything about wipe, we're probably also going to be guaranteed to hear stuff about these, these two items right here, the thermal and the supply drop for the most part. But if we don't hear anything about the wipe, it's definitely going to be 0.13. But I know a lot of people right now are kind of restless with the wipe. It has been, I believe, 4 months. And I just think that there needs to kind of be a wipe. We are getting a very big increase in new players. That being said, we are going to have a wipe, at some point. They said either 12.9 or, 13. But I'm pushing more or less towards 13 because we are going to get that big Streets of Tarkov update as long as it's not delayed. But that's all I have to say for this video, guys. Definitely thank you for watching through to the end. If you leave a like, definitely, as long as you liked it, definitely leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. If I missed anything that you think is going to be in tomorrow's talk on the 5th of November, definitely leave a comment below. And if you guys have enjoyed the video and this is your 3rd or 4th time here, definitely make sure to clap those cheeks above me. And I'll see you guys on the next one.